main stuff put into the house, and we are on to adding texture. It's kind of fun because your project starts to come to life at this point. So let's take a look at adding textures here. We're going to start out with the outside of the house and then move to the inside. So as we come around here, slide me over here for a second, and we need to turn on the roof. So we talked about doing a hip roof and a gable roof. We're going to pick one of those, and I'm going to actually do gable just for the simple fact that it gives us a little bit of a learning curve right here. So I'm going to go into my Layers tab, Object, Roof, Gable. Boom, got my gable roof done. You can see into my house, I can see everything is in there. I'm ready to go. So we're going to work our way through this. I'm going to teach you a little bit about doing textures. So if I start out with the texture here, there's two ways to paint things. One way is to go inside a object and paint individual surfaces. The other way is if I have default material, take a peek at this. Let's see here. I'm going to move this off. I'm going to search materials. I'm going to go roofing. And I'm going to pick an asphalt shingle right here. If I click on that, it paints everything with asphalt shingle. Not what I was hoping for. Control Z. Sometimes that is what you're hoping for. But now if I double click, I can pick asphalt shingle, click the texture. And now I put my asphalt shingles on there. Now this here is going to become siding. So I am going to pick, instead of roofing, I am going to pick brick cladding and siding. And my upper siding, I'm going to pick this white siding here. And we're going to start painting our siding. Got to come to my other side. And there I put siding on. My soffit and fascia right here. Now that I got these two things taken care of, here's what's kind of cool. I am going to go to a color. I'm going to go to a nice sandstone. So I'm going to pick colors. And sandstone is generally in this light tannish area. It's kind of a brown. So this is a little orange for what I'm looking for, but if I hold down the control key, when I click on it, it's going to paint everything that was default material left. That's sandstone color. So if I want to change this again really quick, maybe I want to change that to try a different color on it. Let's say I'm going to go to a light gray. I can hold down the control key, and anything that's sandstone will go to a nice light gray. Maybe a charcoal gray. So that's a simple way to take care of that. What if I want a different color of siding? I want to go to this siding, or I want to go to shapes. Sorry about that one. Go to that siding. Look over on the other side. Boom, it changed it. I don't like that siding, so I'm going to go back to this color. Now, if I am in that siding, I got that part done. You're going to notice this little line right here. Let's go in and we'll do the siding on our house. So double click this house. And I'm going to pick that siding. Now I have to be careful here because I'm inside my walls. And if I hold down control and I just click on the outside, if you take a peek inside the house, it just painted everything in my house that color, so I don't want to do that. So I need to go around, and I actually have to paint it the first time with my exterior piece. Then there's a line right here, top of the roof. Sometimes you want that, sometimes you don't. If you don't want that, we actually have to do a hide of that line in both the roof and the wall. So to do that, I'm going to use the eraser, but I'm going to hold down the shift key right here. It says shift equals hide. And I'm going to erase that line. And I'm going to erase the line right there with the shift key held down. It just hit it. It didn't erase it. If I just use the eraser, it would be still there. Or erase this whole surface. Now I'm going to come back into the roof. And I'm going to do the same thing. Because there's that line on the roof. And there's that line on the top of the wall. Hold down shift. Erase that line. And boom. That is gone. There's a small line there, but it's not what we were used to seeing. And you can do texture alignment, and there is how we can get the outside of our house kind of started here. So again, holding down Control key, you can paint more than just that color, and going from there. Now we're going to paint. Down here we got the floor system. Floor system has to get painted with the same as the walls. That's the one spot, and then I can use the eraser again, hold down shift key. This is the one time that doing the walls separate from the floor is a little bit of a pain. Go back into the wall, use that shift key, erase that bottom line with the shift key, orbiting around, and go back out. And there is my house taken care of. For exterior colors. Down here, this is the foundation again. So we are going to go down to asphalt and concrete. And we have a formed concrete. This one here, I don't care if everything gets colored the same thing. Same thing down here. So there's our formed concrete foundation walls. We have concrete aggregate smoke, and there is the floor. So we've completed our exterior. Now you can see those colors show up over here. So we have lots of colors in the model now. And lots of stuff in the model, but those most recent colors are right down here. Let's say I want to change this color. So I click on it. I hit the edit color. And I want to colorize it. Maybe I want that to slide a little bit. And I can start changing the color. It still looks like the siding, but I can actually change the color of that. Done. If I look down at the bottom again, if I'm looking down here, I want to colorize the roof a little bit. I'm going to go back up to edit that. This came in, maybe I want to go to more of a red look to my roof. Get into like that brick red look. I know it's idea of how you can change your colors on your actual house. So that's painting the exterior of the house, or adding textures to the exterior of the house. Add your textures and have a great day.